when 150,000 Allied soldiers, sailors, and airmen invaded Fortress Europe 3/4 of a century ago. Those young warriors were in their teens and 20s. Now, so long later, those guys are in their 90s. Well, tonight, you're going to get a unique perspective of the D-Day invasion from 3 Virginians, from a cockpit, a ship, and on land.
Wasn't a good feeling that day. It sure wasn't a good feeling.
No matter how hard you try to forget,
75 years.
some memories never fade.
I grew up pretty fast.
Ernest Fulcher remembers that terrible morning.
PC 624. That's the boat I was on.
The 92-year-old Christiansburg man is a member of a shrinking fraternity, an eyewitness to D-Day.
It was kind of a heartbreaking thing to watch them just mow them down, fall over, you know.
On that fateful June 6, 1944, the then 17-year-old sailor stared at the invasion unfolding on Omaha Beach.
It was just a lot of noise, is all I could tell you. It was a lot of noise, a lot of guns firing. Yeah, a lot of guns.
300 yards from Fulcher, American soldiers charged into a hail of fire.
I just watched men just get slaughtered. I forget how many hundreds of them just got slaughtered.
I was in the 5th Rangers, A Company.
Jack Burke of Henrico stormed ashore at Omaha in the first wave.
I lost a lot of guys who were wounded and a lot of guys who were killed.
Shortly before his death at age 93, Mr. Burke recounted just how lucky he was.
This machine gun just hit the water right in front of me. And that was the first inclination that somebody was after old Jack Burke.
Some of Jack's loved ones weren't so fortunate. Mr. Burke's brother and best friend would die later in the war.
I walked down, and about 3 graves down from my brother was Charlie Portell. A Company 5th Rangers, one of my buddies. I cried like a baby.
The experience was one that you never forget.
97-year-old Dr. Guy DeGennaro approached the invasion from above.
The idea that you could be killed was one that you grappled with all the time.
The glider pilot crash-landed in Normandy, delivering soldiers and equipment.
It's always difficult to land without an engine, and because you only get one shot at it.
What the Richmonder saw on the ground still haunts him to this day.
In the field that I landed in, there was a C-47 had crashed. But when I got inside, there were 22 paratroopers who had died. They were still in their seats, and they were all hunched over like that.
As we commemorate the D-Day landings, Dr. DeGennaro hopes Americans will pause to remember those paratroopers.
I've had a good life, and we really need to honor the men who died there. The main concern should be for the people who didn't make it.
For most, D-Day only exists in grainy black and white photos in newsreels.
It's too loud to suit me, because I still got my ringing in the ears from it.
But aging witnesses like Ernest Fulcher say that momentous chapter still replays in vivid color.
All I knowed was that I felt bad enough to know that it was getting killed.
7+ decades later, they are chilling recollections that never dim.
I think about them, but I just keep it to myself.
Well, Mr. Fulcher, who you just heard from, lives about an hour's away from Bedford in Christiansburg, Virginia. And in the 18 years that this grand memorial has been open, he hasn't been here until today. He said it was just far too painful to be here. But he did come with his daughter Becky today. He said it was time to heal those wounds, and he's glad he came for this memorable occasion. And we're glad we saw him here as well.